Hello, beautiful. Welcome to the self-love challenge day number 3. If you're here, I want you to celebrate yourself. Most people don't show up to take care of themselves, to improve themselves, and do all the wonderful things that you're doing right now. So remind yourself how amazing you are. Remind yourself how worthy and awesome you are. And let's dig into the topic. So today is all about awareness. It's about identifying those triggers and recognizing what negative thoughts you have around those triggers. And the reason why this is essential and crucial in the process is because it helps you become aware and then have the ability to reprogram those thoughts, right? Our brains are so powerful. If we continuously think something over again and again and again, it becomes ingrained. It becomes a neural pathway that we are habitually used to doing. So say something triggers you. Say you eat an additional cookie and you now start beating yourself up. That is probably a habit that you have created through time. And so it's super important to recognize when those triggers happen and the thoughts that come into place when that's happening so that you can then shift those thoughts into something more supportive. For example, oh my gosh, here I am eating a cookie. Okay, well, do I really want this? Not really, actually. It doesn't taste as good as I think. So let's just set it down and go out of the kitchen and think about what it is that I truly want and what emotions I really need to satisfy so that I can feel happy and whole and loved. It is so important to recognize those triggering situations so that you can shift that. So today your task is going to be to journal about this. What specific situations trigger me to feel negative thoughts? Maybe this is when you're working towards certain goals. Maybe you're growing a business and maybe you're about to post something on Instagram. And that's the situation that triggers you to then say, oh, I shouldn't post this because no one really cares. What I have to say doesn't matter. That's what I want you to journal on. Whatever goals you're working towards, determine what's the circumstance, what are the negative thoughts, and how is that making me feel and creating the results that I currently have in my life. Then I want you to ask yourself, how could I shift this thought into something more empowering that would then support me to feel differently, to feel like I'm capable and get a different result from the whole entire triggering situation. And then we'll go into it in a couple days, or I think it's day 5. We talk about resilience. So right now, I just want you to be aware, but coming up, this is where we build the resilience, right? Because in those moments, you are going to feel very uncomfortable and you're going to want to give up. This is where self-love is amazing because once you finally cultivate that, you're going to say, okay, I recognize it. I see it. I'm going to regulate my nervous system. I'm going to come back and I'm going to push post anyways. Even though it feels so scary, I'm going to do it anyways because I love myself. And I know that I matter. And I know that God believes that I matter. I know that the universe, my higher power, whatever it is that you believe in, you trust that you matter and that the message you have to share or the thing that you're working on, whether that be because you're wanting to get healthy to be able to play with your kids, or you're wanting to create this business to create additional money in your life so that you can go, maybe you want to fly to see a kid that lives out of state, or whatever it is for you. What is the situation that keeps triggering these negative thoughts, and how can you shift those negative thoughts into something empowering? Because that situation is going to probably continue to come up. That's where you build resilience later on in, I believe it's day 5. We'll talk about that, because it's this commitment and consistency that we work through that and we start to see that change. So I love you so much. This is one of the coaching tools that I use within my program. It's something that has tremendously changed my life and helped me transition from I can't to I can, and be able to push through the self-doubt and the fear when it comes to my big goals and dreams. So if you're curious about what my coaching program looks like, or you want to know more, book a free coaching call and we can look at where you are, where you're going, and create a plan and strategy so we can get you there and you can actually reach the results that you 100% deserve. Thank you so much for tuning in today's